This is a little reminder about the different types of fear and why it can be really important to gently lean towards anxiety. Yup, you heard right, and I too felt the resistance. I remember when I was training to deliver mental health first aid courses, and there were a few things in the course that surprised me, and one of them was it can be quite important to confront the things that make you feel anxious. I say this with a massive pinch of salt, by the way. I'm not suggesting if you have like a severe phobia or something that's going to induce a panic attack that you walk headlong towards it. But gently leaning towards anxiety, when it's the manageable kind, can be one of the quickest ways to grow and boost confidence, self-esteem, and success. I'll give you a couple of examples here. Maybe a couple from my life. Obviously, moving countries can be quite a challenge and opportunity. You know, you have to find accommodation, you have to find buddies, maybe you have to find work. But there are also huge opportunities for growth and intentional decisions. What really feels like the best place to live? What do I really like in a landscape or location? What sort of people am I really drawn to, and where would those sorts of people hang out? What kind of activities feel exciting? You get to kind of design your life from a really sort of heart-centered, authentic place, I suppose. So I'll give you a couple of quick examples. I'd always wanted to learn to sail. Well, I'd sailed a lot as a child, but you know, the big brothers and dad sort of got on with all the hard stuff, and we pretty much just sat there relaxing / drinking rosé. Not all bad. So moving to a little fishing village when I arrived in Ireland, Howth was a fantastic opportunity to join the local sailing club and meet some really salt of the earth, brilliant sort of father figures, if you like, very salt of the earth types of guys who actually have a brilliant attitude towards sort of similar values, being out in nature, massive value, adventuring, massive value, learning and development. Oh, don't worry if you're, you know, a beginner, come and join our crew. And of course there we have the meeting new people value as well. So many values sparked by that one sort of brave move towards joining a community where you don't initially know anyone. Another quick example would be, again, thinking about what you can do in terms of connecting to your values, maybe meeting new people. And again, you'll always feel fear, won't you? A bit of anxiety when you're going to something new and you don't know anybody. So something like Run Club would be a good example of that, or as my friend Marco calls run clubs, orgies. I don't actually really enjoy running, but I do really enjoy meeting people, and obviously somewhere like Run Club is a brilliant way to meet a lot of new people under one roof. As always, you know, you'll turn up and you'll feel a bit of anxiety because you don't know anybody, but quite quickly you'll meet one or two people who are like gold mines, you know, real kindred spirits. And I met a couple of absolutely brilliant people who are, yeah, real sort of the sisters that you choose, if you like. Massively enhanced my life. The third example would be for anyone that works from home. You know, we can all feel quite lonely. It's not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, it is in many ways in terms of freedom. You're empowered. There's no office politics, praise be. But you know, there are other challenges. You have to become good at sales and marketing, and you know, do all the accounting, etc. And you have to find a way to balance that need to meet people if that's important to you. I recently joined the Dublin Chamber of Commerce as a way to firstly just meet new people. And yeah, I recognize I really feel energized being around really bright people who are, yeah, have some drive and ambition. And that kind of helps to sort of me to be the best I can be, rather than being around people who shrink you or, you know, who shrink you or find that intimidating or whatever. Not like I'm horribly ambitious or driven, but yeah, it's nice to be around people who are striving to be better, you know, people with a really healthy appetite towards personal growth and development. So yeah, joining the Dublin Chamber of Commerce has been a great, another great example of, you know, not knowing anyone, maybe feeling a bit nervous when you walk into a room full of strangers, but everybody there is on their own and meeting new people. And it's been so high results producing in terms of meeting a lot of bright, driven people who are always striving to, upgrade and up level and improve. So this is just your reminder really that don't always buy into fear as like a signal to run away or to shrink yourself or just to stay put and not do anything. Sometimes action is the best way to grow, and unless it's the kind of fear that is chasing you down a dark alley and threatens to kill you, it's usually the good type of fear, kind of like running across hot coals and getting to the other side to the gold. So I would say, unless it's the sort of dangerous kind of fear, lean into it and you'll, grow 10 feet every time you do.